we see a number line. Suppose this is the number line. At center we have 0. On right hand side we have positive number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is positive infinite. And on left hand side we have -1, we have -2, -3, -4 up to negative. So this portion, these are natural numbers. What are these? These are natural number. If we include 0 also, means 0 to positive infinite, what are these? These are whole number. If we include negative counterparts also, this whole number line will, what will become? These are integers. Okay. These negative numbers, these are called negative integers. What are they called? Negative integers. These positive numbers are called positive integer. So my question is 0 a integer? Yes, 0 is an integer. Is it a whole number? Yes. So 0 comes under both category. It is an integer as well as a whole number. Now we will move to rational numbers. What are rational numbers? You might have studied in earlier classes what are rational numbers. These are nothing but fractions. Yeah, to some extent we can say these are fractions. What means what constitute a fraction is a numerator and a denominator. That means rational numbers are nothing but these are in the form of p upon q. This has not to be necessary p or q. You can take a upon b, x upon y, I upon j, anything. This has to be in a fraction form. So what are rational number? These are in the form of p upon q, where p and q are integers, where p and q are integers, and q is never equal to 0. Q can never be equal to 0. What are rational number? These are in the form of p upon q, whereas p and q are integers and q will never be equal to 0. What happens if q becomes 0? Suppose I say 3 upon 0. What is 3 upon 0? It is nothing but a infinite value. So denominator can never be equal to 0 in case of rational number. This is not in our syllabus, so we'll not be discussing much about these infinite terms. So we'll restrict our discussion to rational numbers. Now the next topic is properties of rational numbers. What are the properties of rational numbers? We'll be discussing 3 properties. Number 1, closure. Number 2, commutativity. Number 3, associativity. What are these 3 properties? Property of closure, property of commutativity, property of associativity. Right? These 3 properties will be applicable on different mathematical operations. What are different mathematical operations? There are 4 operations. We have addition, we have subtraction, We have multiplication, then we have division. We'll be discussing one by one that how these property will be applicable under these mathematical operation on rational numbers, whole numbers and integers. We will be discussing both three things. Now we have property of closure. What we have? Property of closure.